Hey, how y'all doing out there? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Henny Report. Bobby Shmurda was spotted in bed with a companion, and many fans think it's a man that was under them covers. And not only that, people are speculating that he was in bed with Tekashi 6IX9INE. Now, these are all allegations, but I must admit, the person he was in bed with do resemble Tekashi 6IX9INE. Talking about sleeping with the enemy, Bobby Shmurda is taking this zesty dancing to a whole nother level. And so what if he do swing that way? That's his own prerogative. My biggest issue with this situation is, how you gonna be rolling with 6IX9INE and you know he a snitch, and you went to jail because you didn't snitch, but now you laid up with 6IX9INE allegedly? I really hope that these rumors is not true, because I like Bobby Shmurda's music, but the extra stuff he be doing got me looking at him a little crazy. Popular New York rapper Bobby Shmurda is going viral this morning after the rapper posted a video of himself lying in bed with two individuals. One of the individuals shows their face partially, and fans across social media are speculating that Bobby was in bed with a male. And like I said, not just any male, I'm talking about Tekashi 6IX9INE himself. In the video, which Bobby posted on his Instagram, the rapper... Is it okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be masculine? And the reason why I'm asking is, it's a bunch of brothers out here spreading diseases amongst these women that have no clue that they man is doing some stuff that he probably ain't got no business doing. And as far as women go, they be messing around and poking these dudes, and they like, damn girl, I ain't even know you got down like that. Next thing you know, he turned out. Is it okay for a man to be feminine? Because Bobby Shmurda been Dutchy winding, grinding, shaking booty for the past 10 years and all that. Came out of jail still wiggling his booty, man. And now they talking about he allegedly in bed with 6IX9INE. Do you feel like it's okay for him to be zesty like that?
I mean, if he's zesty, he just need to be all the way out with it. Don't be out here acting like you a gangster and you only messing with women, and you know behind closed doors you really paying for the other thing.
So you
and as far as the women go, if you want to be masculine, you could never be a man, because, you know, at the end of the day, you still a woman. And I know so many of them, they really behind closed doors still be messing with men.
Yo, speak about it, sister. I know plenty of women's popping up pregnant and stuff, but love is love, you know.
I'm talking about butt bigger than mine, titties bigger than mine, pants sagging. You are not.
You said you know some of these women personally. You said they thick like that?
Yeah, they be thick like that. I'm talking about bad.
Damn.
Just be a female, and then they be the softest ones. You are not a man.
Yeah, I look, somebody got to prove to them that they not a man.
I mean, they do get proved. Their girlfriends be proving it to them all the time, because they be the ones who be getting beat up.
That's real talk. You know a whole lot about this stuff. Would you consider yourself a masculine female?
Nah, I ain't no masculine female. I'm feminine. I'm just real. I don't follow people. That's how it is.
So when you say you real, that mean that you will fight somebody in the middle of the street?
Back in the day, I probably would have fought somebody. I don't do stuff like that.
So you used to be masculine?
No, I still wasn't masculine. I'm still a woman. At the end of the day, but if you disrespect me, it's just a reflex.
So it's a reflex to turn into a man like the Incredible Hulk and all that.
Oh, no, I don't care for no man. You know, women know how to fight, too.
Oh, without a doubt. You going to see that? You going to see that new Viola Davis movie where she talking?
Oh, no, I ain't going to see that. And I ain't with all that, because, you know, talk about that on another.
But that's the world we living in. Because if we got movies like that coming out, that's just proving that it's okay for a woman to be very, very masculine.
No, it ain't okay, but you know they trying to push that agenda. So.
But you just got done saying that you used to beat up people in the middle of the street.
I mean, I did, but I'm still a woman. I never wore men clothes. And I'm definitely not LGBTQ or whatever.
Hold on, you got a problem with them? What was that little smirk, that little laugh about? What was that?
That's what you was getting at. I don't have a problem
that's not
with
what I was getting at. Seeing how you disrespecting the LBGTQ.
I'm not, no disrespect at all. You know, I would never do that on your platform.
No doubt, because I ain't got time for that. They shut this shit down. And you
Yeah, I
going to
know
be
I
on somebody
do.
else's YouTube channel. While I'm over here going through these documentations, ain't got nobody sharing with. You know what I'm saying? But we want to thank you so
Yeah.
much for your phone call, beautiful. Don't you be no
All right.
stranger. And make sure you call
I'm
back
not.
whenever you feel like it. All right,
All
shorty.
right,
I'll
I
let you.
will.
Is it okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be masculine? Because a lot of men like being beat up and punked by their girlfriends. That type of stuff turn them on. Do you see anything wrong with that?
No, I kind of like my girl to take control sometimes. You know what I mean? There's certain situations where you gotta, you know what I mean? It's not black and white. You figure it out.
So you a white guy that like black girls? Is that what you saying?
Nah, I do like black. I'm a white dude that does like black chicks, but I'm saying
I can
that there's
tell.
certain situations where chicks should be dominant. You know what I mean?
So you like to
When
be
she's like,
dominated by a big black woman. Is that what you telling everybody that's listening?
I mean, I don't mind it. You know what I mean?
You like a Gabby Sidibe simulator to dominate you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and just sit on my face, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, just treat you dirty. Like it's just all about sex with you, huh?
It ain't all about that, but you know what I mean? Certain
Especially
situations,
when
you know,
a black
take
woman
control.
does it. It just makes it more animalistic, huh?
I was just gonna say, bro, there's certain situations where chicks can be dominant. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like
But
really dominant, like and really like take advantage with extra attitude.
not like that, bro. Come on.
Bruh, that's what I'm getting from your conversation. It's a bunch of females in the comment section that's very offended by your tone.
Really? You think that?
No, I know that for a fact. The way you coming off talking down to us and all that, and then you said Bobby Shmurda was a fruitcake. Just because he danced like that, don't mean he a fruitcake. And if he was in the bed with Tekashi 6IX9INE, the weather is changing. It's getting cold outside, and we need to stick together as a people. But you on the other hand, just causing
Nah,
destruction with this
it
conversation,
ain't like that.
talking about you want to be dominated by Gabby
I'm with you,
Sidibe.
Sean. I'm with you, bro. I'm part of the team, bro. Come on.
You know what, man? I appreciate the phone call, though. Don't think I don't. And that's why I don't
And
want you to be no stranger. And you got to make sure you call back whenever you feel like it, homie. Is it okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be masculine? Because a lot of times, these women have kids and they be so masculine to where they sons be their daughters and they daughters be their sons. Do you see anything wrong with men being feminine and women being masculine?
No. As long as they are in touch with their other side, like as long as it's a balance, you know?
So
'Cause
you
I think
saying
there's
a man should have a balance with his femininity? Like, what can a man do to maintain that balance? What can a woman do to maintain her balance with her masculinity?
Well, just like, okay, for instance, with a man, like sometimes we want him to be more tender, like more romantic. I would think that would be tapping into his more feminine side, his more emotional side, whereas masculine goes with your logic. So like when a woman is more business minded, you know, she's just tapping into that more go-getter masculine quality about herself.
So you saying a man being sweet and tender is illogical? Because you said the feminine aspect of it is using logic. No, the masculine aspect is using logic. So when a man is not using logic, that's what makes him feminine?
I'm saying that women are more emotional, and it could be attributed to emotions being more feminine. So I'm saying when a man shows his tender side, it could be portrayed as feminine. So,
But when
like,
he
just
shows his masculine side, what is that portrayed as? Logical? That's what you said, sister. This is groundbreaking information. My hair's standing up on my head like Einstein right now. Like, maybe you got a point. Brooke called in here and broke the code. She's basically saying when a man is feminine, he's being illogical. And when he's being masculine, that's mean he's using his logic. So when Bobby Shmurda be dancing and grinding his hips, he's being irrational and illogical. But if he was using his logic, he wouldn't be shaking his ass on TV like that. Is that what you're saying?
True. I can say that. If you want to say that, Sean, yeah.
You
let's
know
go.
what? You are a genius. Whatever you want to do in life, you can do it with a mind and a brain like that. To be breaking codes on Bobby Shmurda videos, you can be whatever you put your mind to, sister. And that's why I want to thank you so much for your phone call. And don't you be no stranger. Make sure you call back. Is it okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be masculine? Because Bobby Shmurda has a bunch of fans out here, and they may not want to admit the obvious, but it might not be obvious. But the reason why people think he swing that way is because of his body movements, but don't nobody know him on a personal level, and people can spread rumors and make blogs about his sexuality, even though it may not be true. And that's why my question for you is, why do it matter so much? So what if he was feminine? Why do people make a big deal? Do you feel like it's okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be masculine?
No. A man should be masculine and a woman should be feminine. Because that's the way nature presented it to us. That's the way Mother Nature wanted it for us. For a man to be masculine and a woman to be feminine.
Well,
but you do got a lot of guys out here acting feminine, though. You got a lot of women out here acting masculine, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's exceptions to the rules, even in nature. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to defend nobody for being what they being, but I seen National Geographics, and animals be turning from female to male back to female to schmel again and all that. So you just never know what people going through in their personal life to be judging people for why they doing what they doing. But when it comes to somebody like Bobby Shmurda, for him to have this type of stuff in the news, was it a man, was it a female? Why would that even be a question? I'll tell you why it's a question. Because that man whined better than Lady Saw.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to think about all this. Should he just like come out, or maybe he's not? Maybe he just, somebody help me. It's just too much zest over here, man. You feel like a woman shouldn't be masculine. How do you feel about Queen Latifah?
Well, Queen Latifah, she is a little masculine, but lately, have you seen her in these couple of movies that she came out with?
She was thick as hell in that last movie. I ain't even going front.
She was, but I don't know if you've seen her in that Adam Sandler movie. She was pretty feminine in that Adam Sandler movie.
And I think Queen Latifah fine, but she need to stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when Living Single would come on, my favorite girl on the show was Queen Latifah. And I don't know how old I was, but I know beauty when I see it. Why you think she playing with us? Why is Queen Latifah teasing us like this?
Oh my goodness.
I just think she has that masculine. Maybe she has that really aggressive masculine thing. Because I would assume maybe because she was a hip hop artist. She was a rapper, so she really has that aggressive kind of masculine kind of type. You know.
I never thought of it like that.
Or something like that. You know what I mean?
You know what, bro? I gotta elaborate on that, because before Lil' Kim, all the female rappers, they had to be like the male rappers and be rough and tough in order to really have a career like that. So maybe you're right. Queen Latifah was just a product of her time.
Yeah, and if you look back, even MC Lyte was kind of masculine.
Hold on, bro. We talking about...
No,
we talking about Bobby Shmurda. We know he not interesting and people don't care about him because his music ain't all that great. But we not about to turn this into the old school hip hop special. But then again, I am interested in hearing what you had to say about Moni Love and MC Lyte and all them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you know back in the old school hip hop, MC Lyte dressed like a guy. She looked like a 17-year-old boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that much, but does. Yeah, she. What about all the other female rappers out there, like Mia X? Mia X was kind of she was the biggest mama, you know.
Yeah, she was. But back to Bobby over here. I think to be honest with you, I think something happened to that guy up there when he was locked up, man. You know what I mean?
Yo, he was dancing like that. He got famous because he turned around and wiggled his booty. That's his whole claim to fame, man.
Yeah, I think he was wiggling his booty up in that prison for some ramen soup. You know what I mean?
Okay, what are we talking about right now? Because I'm a little confused. You talking about Bobby Shmurda wiggling his booty for ramen noodles? Bro, I want to thank you so much for your phone call. That ain't what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to make this the zesty booty live and all that. It's just some real deal conversation, but you took it somewhere else. Thank you so much for your phone call, bro. Don't be no stranger. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, man. Is it okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be real mannish? Because that's the world we living in. People going to have to wake up and accept these things and stop trying to fight against these things, because that's just the reality that we living in. Why is people in denial about this? Do you see anything wrong with a feminine man and a masculine woman?
Yeah, I see a whole lot wrong with, because back then it wasn't like that. All that was behind closed doors back then. Now in the day, this world, these kids out here today acting more feminine than the men, and that's not cool. So like I said, the way the rap game is today, that's not accepted, bro. For real, no. You want to go out there and bust your guns but act like a woman? Come on, man. And then the woman busting a gun more than a man. Really?
So you saying there's more women out here busting guns than men? Is that what you're trying to tell the people?
But I'm trying to tell people, man, no, the world need to get right with their self. Really. Seriously. Be a man. My man's supposed to be a man and the woman's supposed to be a woman. You know what I mean? Both of them can bring home the bacon.
Well, it's a bunch of brothers. It's a bunch of feminine brothers bringing home the bacon. More bacon than masculine brothers a lot of times. What you got to say about that?
What I got to say about that, man, hey, this world today, like I said, that I'm not with that gay thing, but nah, man, that's not what it is, bro. They don't do that out here in Baltimore City, Jack.
But
everything
you know
is
what?
hitting.
It's not all about being gay all the time. It's some masculine females, but they all about they men. They ain't even thinking about no females. And you got some brothers out here, you know, they might watch Love and Hip Hop, but they all about that basketball life too.
But man, being a dude and acting feminine, come on, man. You don't want to be wearing no lipstick and you see what I'm saying? I mean, not wearing the lipstick game, but
hold on, are you whining?
Wait
a minute, bro. No, are you whining right now?
No, I ain't whining.
You sound like you whining about the situation and all that. You really uptight about this. You balled up in a ball and everything.
Yeah,
is it really that deep?
I am, bro.
Why are you so invested into this, man? Because you feeling a certain type of way.
Because I'm the old school way, bro. Like I said, all that stuff was behind closed doors when I was coming up.
You know what's funny?
You dig what I'm saying?
And
what's that?
It must still be behind closed doors, because you ain't never called in before until I did a Bobby Shmurda video.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did call him before, but your line was disconnected.
On the last Bobby Shmurda video you called in.
No, that's my first time seeing it, because I'm sitting here scrolling through it now. And I ain't know this is my first time seeing the Bobby Shmurda thing. And I want to say something about that. Can I say something about that?
Hold on, bro. Let me say something about this. Now, the video was a picture of Bobby Shmurda in the bed with allegedly 6IX9INE. And you not only clicked on the video, but you called in and you ranting and raving and you just going on and on. What if your family see this? What will they think about you?
I would love for my people to hear this, man. For real, I would love for my family to hear this, Dad. Me and Kid Cake and my niece.
It's a party, y'all. It's a party. It's a coming out party. Man, everybody celebrate.
End,
Put your balloons in the comment section, y'all. This is a whole party. He decided to do it tonight.
Nah, Jack. Hey, ain't nothing crooked this way, bruh. And nah, man. I'm keeping it funky with you.
Yo, no, don't keep it funky with another man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about that life. But I want to thank you so much for your phone call, though. And don't you be no stranger. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Is it okay for a man to be feminine and for a woman to be masculine? There's men out here that's very concerned about their hair. Even if they have a beard, they very concerned about their beards. There's women out here that's watching football all day, every day. Do you have a problem with feminine men and masculine women?
Oh, not at all. I think it's very sexy for two men to be together and for two women to be together. I don't necessarily like, feminine men for myself. For some reason, I usually end up with them, and I end up being the dominant person in the relationship.
Because you think that's
which
sexy.
Is not what I want.
Because you think that's sexy.
Yes.
That's how you keep ending up with them zesty men. You like the way they wear their hair. You like the way they wear their clothes. You like the way they wear their lip gloss. And then when you dominating them and they calling you mommy and they motorboating you and can't get off your breast, you got an attitude with that.
Wow. Yeah, I love the mommy thing. You hit that nail right on the head.
Oh, my God.
But I will say, you had somebody call in earlier saying he likes dominant women. Well, you know what? I'm a dominatrix. And does that make me masculine? Hell no, it doesn't. I'm sexy
Hell
as,
yes, it does. You dominating men for a
Yes.
living?
Well, not for a living, but, for a good time. I'm sexy as hell in my black cat suit and my high heels. Does that make me masculine? Because I want to whip a guy in shape and tie him up and handcuff him?
Why do it have to be black leather? That's something I never understood. Why it can't be red leather, blue leather? Why do dominatrix gotta wear the black leather all the time?
Oh, no, there's plenty of other things, other colors.
I ain't
like
seen
red
none.
myself.
I ain't never seen no red one, but I damn sure seen no black ones. Do you think there's a reason behind that?
Well, for me or just in general?
Just in general, because it's kind of weird that dominatrix want to dress up in black and hold whips and beat people and stuff. I don't understand why they do stuff like that.
Well, they don't beat people, but, I guess some might. But, well, I think they wear black because black looks good, it looks sexy, and it makes you look skinnier. And so, I don't know. I think it's definitely predominant. I don't think the men or women that are submissive really care.
Who's dominant
about
and who's submissive? You lost me right there. Did you say something about being dominant and submissive? Who's submitting? Because I thought we was having this conversation together. Are you trying to make me submit? You trying to pull that dominatrix stuff with me on my platform?
No. I mean, I was with a man for 10 years, and I constantly begged him if I could dominate, and he was like, no. But he was the most feminine man I ever met.
And you loved it.
So anyway, it goes both ways. I'm glad that 6IX9INE and I can't Shmurda, are putting themselves out there, because it's very hostile when people come out, and I think more people should come out. But just like your other callers, it's still a big issue for some people, and I have no problem saying I'm bisexual.
Yeah, you bisexual and everything. What you said his name was again?
Shmurda.
Yeah, that's his name. Look, you doing good, shorty, and that's why I don't want you to be no stranger. Make sure you call back when you feel like it. Whew! Oh my God. Oh, oh man.